Ladies and gentlemen, 2 words.
Tiny dancer.
Tiny dancer.
Blue Jean Baby. Am I the only one singing this? No road trips without Tiny Dancer.
No, there shouldn't be. Yeah, so you should at least play it once. Especially when taking off. That's the best time to do it. But,
We're in an airplane now.
We're flying.
We're flying. We became the pilots.
But anyway.
I'm a gremlin.
If you're wondering why I screamed out loud, ladies and gentlemen, is because I actually got to ask Kevin Smith a question.
You did?
I got to ask him a question, and I was about to cry. When
Now,
he
do you remember the question?
Yes, I do. It was, in Chasing Amy, in an alternate universe, did Silent Bob, in fact, become a dancer?
And do you remember his full answer?
Not full answer.
Not the full answer, but he does. But he explained where that joke came from, and how it came from Showgirls. You know the
movement.
Yeah, the I want to be a dancer. Silent Bob did that, and according to Kevin Smith himself, yes, Silent Bob in another universe did in fact move to Vegas and become a professional dancer, and he got a new J as well, who
A robotic J
who specialized in giving
pop, lock, and drop
on the Las Vegas Strip. Oh my God!
And every time he saw Kevin going into the dance rehearsal studio place, he'd shed a tear.
Right.
But guys, we're on our way back from Atlanta, and I'll say this was a trip well worth it. I cannot stress enough.
8 miles, keep left, Interstate 40 eastbound.
Okay, yeah, we're going through Knox.
Shut up, Tam Tam.
Yeah.
Tam Tam's helping us out toward Knox Vegas.
It's not Tom Tom, it's Tam Tam. That's right.
Tammy's showing us where to go.
Yeah. I wish they had a sexy voice. I'd listen a whole lot more.
There is a British. You can't change the voice.
You can change it to like a British one, but you can't turn it to...
Well, when you say British, I think of Julie Andrews, which that's not the kind of British voice I really want to hear.
Think of Margaret Thatcher on a cold day.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry, England. We know she just passed away, and we're sorry about that. But what I'm thinking of is, a little sultry voice. Sultry, like a sultry British voice or something like that.
Sun left.
I want Amy Pond.
Oh yeah. I take that. I take that action.
It has to be something you can
Or
listen
Billy
to.
Piper. I can totally listen to Billy Piper all day long.
I
Oh,
was gonna say,
God.
it has to be something you can listen to all day long.
Oh, I can listen to Amy, too. She's a ginger. I'm sorry.
This man has a fascination with me.
And I have yet to date one, which is weird.
Interstate 40 eastbound.
You got to date?
I have yet to date a ginger.
Oh, you've yet to date it. You know what? That's a very good similarity between him and Dr.
Why are you
Who.
shaking your head like I have?
I thought you did.
Who?
I'm not naming names in the podcast.
No, it's okay. You don't have to name names in the podcast. But he says he hasn't dated one. As
I
far
am
as he knows.
thinking.
Huh?
I am thinking now.
See you later.
Okay, please
I
do.
love the whole Silent Bill moment I had. Silent Bob moment there.
Come on!
Well, he does it himself.
Yeah.
He calls himself Silent Bill, or Silly Bob, or Silly Bill.
Silly Robert. What?
Robert the Silent One.
I look. This is being videoed. We did video the other one prior to on the way down for the down trip.
Yeah.
So there will be audio and video to cover both this. Jesse actually called the video of Nate asking Kevin the question.
Yes.
So you'll get to see some of that as well from the Q&A podcast after.
Depending on how well the video looks.
Yeah.
It's really dark in
It's
there.
really dark.
Yeah, but still, I saw it and it actually looked okay. It looked okay for the most part, and I guarantee there's someone
We'll
else
play
is
it by
doing
ear. If it looks good, we'll keep it. If not, at least you'll be able to hear his question and Kevin Smith's answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll get to hear that anyway, because like everything he does, this was a Jay and Silent Bob Get Old podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So within probably 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks, this will be the actual Jay and Silent Bob 107 episode.
Hooray for 107. DC
So
will
it's
be
Jay and Silent
108.
Bob Get Old.
Yep, and Silent Bob Get Old, podcast number 107. That's what we'll be a part of.
So we took this trip as a trip of pleasure. We did have to buy tickets to go for it.
Yeah.
But we also took it as a trip of experience and also a trip of, ideal.
Yeah.
We wanted to go and see what someone else who's been successful in podcasting done and how they, their persona, how they personify themselves, how they act on stage, their demeanor. And it's good to see someone do what you're
After
doing.
1/2 mile, keep left.
Yes,
Interstate
stay left.
40 eastbound towards Asheville.
Shut up, Tammy.
But it's like I'm saying, it's good to see someone do what you're doing to kind of take an idea from
After 1/4 mile,
a pro.
keep left.
You learn
Yeah.
hands-on.
Keep left.
So,
Which is good.
and that's why I was really glad to share the experience with you guys too, because we're it's something we're doing together.
Yeah.
So,
And,
Hooray!
Everything's an experience. I love going. I love going with y'all and just being part of this.
Well, it's been a blast. And before I forget, we're passing the big gold ball.
yes.
Big gold ball.
For anyone who's wondering, Big Gold Ball reference, Knoxville downtown was the home of the 1982 World's Fair. There is a sonosphere that is coated in like a gold color. I forget, it's 80-some feet tall?
Something. It's insane.
But you can definitely look all that information up online for the 82 World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yep.
It's so massive. And you can get in it.
Yes, you and
Inside the gold ball.
I have been inside a ball.
We've been inside the ball that's attached to a large pole.
Yes.
Anyway,
And we got to move freely in it.
yes,
And there's a restaurant in it.
Yes, isn't the restaurant Road Treat? No, that's the one in Seattle, Road
Yeah.
Treats. Anyway, well, back to a little bit more of some of the experience from the trip. We are going to do some experience information about the podcast and the movie, but we'll get to that in just a few moments. In the Down To podcast, it was told to you that we were going to the Sweetwater Brewery.
Which we went to.
We did. We took the Sweetwater Brewery tour on 420 Fest Day.
Yes.
We came out with pint glasses that say 420 Fest as commemoratives.
Follow Interstate 40
We got
eastbound towards
drink
Asheville
tickets
for
to try some of
4.9
their
miles.
supple brew.
We got
Very
free
nice
cup. Well,
brews.
not free cups. You had to pay for the cups, but it came with free drink tickets.
Yeah.
Special 420 also, which was also amazing because it was 420 when we went.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that we don't participate in the 420 reference.
Yeah.
However, we were there on 420. We did partake in the beer.
I'm not going to tell someone to not do what they want to do. I'll be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they want to indulge in 420, let them. That's their business.
And there are medical references and or people who have medicinal purposes that can use that, and that's fine. So
Yeah.
we may not have,
Okay.
but we do make light of it that it happens.
Yeah. We
So-
aren't going to make excuses or anything like that.
No.
We're going
Yeah.
to own up to it every time. But,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Sweetwater was real good. We met some nice people too from Mobile, Alabama. If y'all hear this, y'all were awesome.
Jesse took a lot of pictures of this Canon inside, a lot of good digital photography that may or may not be posted somewhere for us to view eventually. He definitely tried to put some of it up on the Facebook page. Got some really good shots of our tour guide. Looked like a supervillain.
Yeah, it was really cool. He
In
looked
his
like
purple
from.
pants.
Yeah, he looked like he was. Oh, what's his name? I said it in there. Oh golly, whoa, in Heroes.
Was that Quinn?
Siler.
Yeah, was that
Yeah, he looked Siler.
This was kind of an American trip for us because on the way down we hit the brewery,
Yeah.
and then today we hit Turner Field.
And
baseball.
America's great pastime.
Those are two American things: beer, baseball, and then
And then Kevin Smith.
Well, road trips are really American too.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is American as well, even though he wants to be Canadian as well.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his dual citizenship set up because he just thinks it'll be funny.
That'd be awesome,
That'd
actually.
be hilarious. But yeah, and fun little note. While we were at Turner Field, we were told that there was something that happened in the Braves locker room, and we found out after we went through there that Hammer and Hank Aaron, in my mind, he's the all-time home run king. He was there and he was working out. He was Hammer and Hank was inside the Yankees locker room, and we almost didn't get to go in and see.
You said Yankees locker room.
Yeah,
I was nowhere near New York this weekend.
not that we're aware of.
Hold on.
Forgive Nate. Just
Atlanta, the Braves.
Forgive
the
Nate because
Braves
he
locker.
is a-
I'm sorry. It's just I'm tired. Honestly, look at my eyes. My eyes are glazed over. Honestly, I'm going off like maybe 2-3 hours of full uninterrupted sleep. But anyway, honestly, how many times have I fallen asleep on this trip?
2, and I fell asleep 5. Anyway.
And he's driving.
But anyway, at least we're still alive. That's the positive thing. Although I can't say the same thing for that.
The turtle.
Yeah, that turtle back there.
Or tortoise. No.
Let God rest his shell.
I swear, if it wasn't for its nunchucks, I swear that turtle would have been dead.
No, he looked pissed. Honestly, he did like a ninja kick towards our car.
Oh no.
But anyway,
Just a flash of just that nunchuck scared the piss out of me.
Cowabunga! Ah! You sons of
Cowabunga!
Hey, chicka bum bum. Oh god. But yeah, we went to Turner Field. We went to the brewery. We saw Kevin Smith. We saw some of the sights around Atlanta.
Yeah, we got to see the torch that was lit by Muhammad Ali during the Olympics.
Yep, this 96 Olympic torch.
We saw the Varsity Restaurant, but we didn't get to go to it.
Yeah, we also saw the piece of fence where Hank Aaron hit homer number 715, even though it was blocked off and we couldn't get to it.
Autocross, racers.
And all those racers too. All those cars in that
Autocross.
Yeah, autocross. They closed off an entire parking lot to do autocross, which was actually pretty cool. They had 2 Lotuses there, which were really good.
Shelby Cobra.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
May not have been a reproduction car. Couldn't tell.
Oh, it was still pretty. Either way you throw it.
Very pretty. Very, very pretty.
So, we stayed at a Hilton downtown in Atlanta.
Yep.
We were very surprised at the price we paid for the Hilton. We actually got it very cheap through an unknown or unnamed site. We won't get into that.
Well, I'm saying.
We were astonished, though, that some of the things we were promised in our amount were not included.
Yeah,
so,
when we signed up, we had several gratuities amenities that were denied to us by the hotel staff. For instance, we were promised free internet,
free Wi-Fi.
free Wi-Fi, and where we were up on the 24th floor, we could not. That was
No
another
such thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we'll get to that in a second about the height of where we were, but we couldn't get internet access, and that's very instrumental to what we do. It's required with podcasting.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we actually have a full podcast that we're going to do on the down trip. You'll hear. That you probably have heard by the time you hear this one.
Yeah.
That we were going to upload then.
Yeah. But anyway.
And then this morning we were denied continental breakfast that we were supposed to have.
Yeah, that we were promised free breakfast.
We were asked if we were Diamond Club members.
Which I can understand. You reward, constant members, but yet, honestly, give them like, you know, a full 3-course breakfast option.
All I wanted was a banana.
All I wanted was a
banana.
Yeah.
All I wanted was a waffle and maybe some bacon.
Banana and maybe orange juice.
Yeah.
I would even take in a water, but they didn't even give us water.
You know?
And the waters that they had in the thing, well, if you touch them, you paid for them.
Yep.
Yeah, we have waters in our room, so we probably would have had to pay for it. We got those. So
And that'd probably been like $20 a pop.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And they were Desanis. Yeah,
There wasn't even a refrigerator like at the mini fridge.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a fridge.
There was a safe.
There was a safe. I will give them a safe.
But yet, what do we have to keep safe?
Yeah. There were granite marble tops or granite tabletops.
I think the funniest thing was the shower.
The super shower.
That
Holy
shower, it pelted you so bad. And did it fill up on water? Did water fill up in your
water
tub like it did to
filled.
me?
Me too.
Like I was in there 5 minutes. I swear it was past my ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, these are things that were actually kind of good about the show. I'm really good about it, though. I mean, that's past the amenities. I didn't mind. I don't like heights. I do not, but I didn't mind the height of our floor.
It was amazing.
We're on the 24th floor, and we'll probably post a video of us going down the elevator, up and down the elevators, which is it's disorienting whenever you're not holding on to something.
We'll also be showing you pictures of this amazing escalator we came across.
Yeah, actually, those are up on Facebook. I saw you put those up. The escalator to heaven. Oh, you put them up.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
me. Because
Okay.
Jesse's head's in it.
Ah, okay. But yeah, we had fun. We saw things that we didn't expect to see, and we enjoyed ourselves.
We rode the murder rail.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
actually did underground subway stuff in Atlanta.
Yep, we did. We bought the cards and everything.
Yep, speedway passes.
Yep, and we encountered some of the less privileged people, homeless,
Yeah.
which is actually very sad, but
Yeah, you'll get that in any city, though.
in every city.
We have it in Bristol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do in Bristol, yeah. And God, I just turned this into a Debbie Downer.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Just
hold
go
on.
to something else.
Let me
Go to something else. Quick.
Okay.
Think of the color red.
Okay,
Not
I just
the
gave
color
myself
purple.
a shot of epinephrine. You know what? You know what? I feel so happy now.
EpiPen.
You know what I feel so happy about? I feel so happy that Kevin Smith is so freaking cool. I mean, honestly, he said pretty much to everyone there, if you have a project that you have finished, hey, come to us. We'll help promote it. We'll help you get started, because he says he loves holding the door open for people, to help people get a foot in, to where they can actually do something. And he gave great advice to people who were like filmmakers and comic book makers as well, who also came to the show. And this will all be covered in their podcast whenever it's released. But God, I just couldn't believe how awesome he was.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's not Hollywood. As a matter of fact, he's probably one of the most anti-Hollywood people.
Those least Hollywood people. Even though he lives in Hollywood.
Well, I guess it was Ben Affleck's old house, and Affleck was pretty much going to give it to him for cheap.
Yeah, have you heard the story about that?
No.
No.
It's in LA you can do certain things that you can't do where we're from.
Yeah.
You can order your groceries and stuff brought to your house.
Yeah.
Your groceries, your food, whatever. Everybody can have food delivered, but not everybody can have like milk and whatever other amenities that you cook with brought to you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so they call, what is it, a Safeway or whatever they are, the stores that do this anyway, they call them and try to get them to bring it to the house. And they won't, because apparently when someone was staying at Affleck's house when he was not there, they didn't pay for any of the things that were brought to the house.
What?
Yeah. So they would not deliver to that house because they still thought that it was Affleck's house.
Oh my gosh.
So Kevin had to go in there and straighten things out? Or?
Yeah, he had to call Ben and be like, why didn't you pay this? Why your bill so high?
Could you imagine having that conversation with Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have all
you
this
didn't-
money.
You didn't tell me about this.
You're an Oscar-winning director,
Two Two-time Oscar winner.
Never thank me for anything.
No.
Pay your bill.
Gosh.
You suckered me into this. It's just like that episode of Seinfeld. No soup for you.
You have to get Jersey Girl up on
Oh. Gosh.
Don't make me
Jersey
get Brody.
your... I love Jersey Girl.
I don't understand why people didn't like it. I mean, George Carlin. A question about George Carlin last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love hearing praise for George Carlin.
I do
He's
too.
an amazing man.
Yeah, I had my my problems with him, but overall, I thought he was a good person. Yeah, funny as can be. I mean, honestly, his ramble on the 7 naughty words, the 7 words you can't say on TV and radio, is absolutely hilarious.
Which, by the way, if you've not heard who George Carlin is, turn off this and go check that out and come back.
Yeah. Look up Carlin's 7 dirty words. Just look that up. That's that by itself is comedic gold. But anyway.
Well, I'm going to ask you guys something. This is my multiple of time I've seen him. This is like my 3rd time seeing Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
2nd time seeing Jason Mewes. Was he at all different or more, shall we say, did he act differently than you thought he would be? Let's put it this way. What was your opinion of him before you saw and after you saw him?
Jesse?
Well, before I saw him, I was thinking, from everything I've heard from the podcast, from everything, I was thinking, well, this is going to be awesome. I have a chance to see somebody who started with nothing, who didn't really have the world handed to him. I mean, this guy had to make complete sacrifices to be where he is today.
Yeah, he budgeted for some credit cards.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly just, grabbed the ball, went with it.
Yeah.
And, I was thinking one of two things. Either this guy's going to be really snobby and a real a-hole, and it's going to ruin my dreams of what Kevin Smith is, or he's going to turn around and be the opposite and clearly be the man that every guy should try and be to some extent. I mean, to me, when I saw him, I was just like, yes, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to end up. This is what needs to be done. Awesome. Kevin, you just refilled me. Same thing with Jason. Jason's been beside him every step of the way, and he's the biggest reason for everything that just happened was because of Jason.
Yeah.
And he brought this movie to life.
Yeah.
Even Kevin said, he goes, "This is not my movie. I'm helping produce it, yes, but this isn't my movie. This is Jay's movie. This is technically Jay's movie." And I mean, just everything that I've witnessed by last night, it makes me just, want to step out and just say, hey guys, we're going someplace with this. Let's do it. Let's make it work. Granted, everybody's on a pinch, but these guys were on a pinch. And they went on a limb for one movie.
They made it work.
I mean, if they can make it work, why can't anybody else?
Yeah.
I mean, and they even said this. It's up to us. It's not up to them. They're not the ones with the key. And the more and more I listened to Kevin last night, the more and more I realize I respect him as a... even though I haven't had the privilege of actually meeting him, I think of him as kind of like a role model.
I do.
So to me, it's flat out amazing. He's gone from so little to something freaking fantastic. The fans that were there last night spoke freaking volumes. I don't think I heard one bad negative comment thing towards or at the movie whatsoever. It was flat out amazing.
The movie's funny.
The movie was hilarious. In all honesty, I already can't wait. Somebody made a comment the other day on Kevin's tweet. when do you think this movie's going to hit iTunes? And he said, probably sometime in December. Well, freaking A, I'll tell you what, I'll be one of the first ones with the damn movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a special little release where I have to pay an extra $60 and it gets me a DVD, digital copy, Blu-ray, and some other fun jazz they decide to throw with this, so be it. I'll do it.
They're big on their DVD release. They always make all their money afterward. There's his straight-to-video market's huge. It really is. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to go. I'm going to say one thing about him that I notice every time I see him. It humbles you, or it's humbling to you for how humble he is.
Yeah.
For how down to earth he is. It makes you think like you could walk up. If they'd let you, if you just walk up and talk to him on the street, and he would have a conversation with you about something.
Yeah.
And he's just quick-witted, smart, and bright, and he's like he can handle himself in any type of speaking setting about any general thing.
Yeah.
And to me, that's amazing. It's something I've paced myself after. If you didn't notice, I try to be able to be like that. So
On point.
on point, and have something to say about everything, and make it as right or as true as it can be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate? Did you have any differences or any, good, bad, worse after?
Me, I've seen his interviews. I've seen, the videos of, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, an evening part 2 and the 3 evening with Kevin Smith. And, he seemed kind of chill and all this. However, I did not expect the level of depth that he contained whenever it came to, people actually getting out, because, something's going to be released on video and all this, they have a chance to, make him look like this and all that, but, I saw him in this, and I was just befuddled by how, like you said, how humble he is to everybody. Honestly, he would have probably stayed there and answered everybody's questions if not for them telling him to move on.
For time constraints, yeah.
If not for the time constraints, which
they're turning around today and doing another show in Washington D.C. tonight.
And doing another one
probably 2 hours from now.
Yeah, and right now we're just driving back home, and and it just it's mind-boggling to think what all Kevin Smith's I hate to call it an empire, because it's not an empire. He's not an evil corporation going, I own you and all this. No, he's Kevin Smith's legacy. I'll call it that.
Well, it's not an evil empire, but he does have a production. He has a SMAtlanta thing, and what used to be View Askew and kind of still is.
Yeah.
But it's something they built, and going back to with Jay, what Jay's got going on now, he has somebody that helps him out so much. It's crazy. Jordan Monsanto, who Jesse and I ran into. Before it started, we were getting stuff at the merch booth. We'd say, quick, hey, wave, and then she darted into another room, which is commissary and understandable.
Oh no, they found me.
She's like,
I am not the droid you were looking for.
Yeah.
Oh god, but
which if you've seen Jordan, she's teeny tiny.
Yeah, she's very, very sweet. But yeah, just seeing Jay and seeing Kev, and just and actually asking Kev a question, and him giving me a straight up answer to how it all came to be, and for him to remember everything like that is also really good too. He's just a massive pool of stories. Honestly, because and experiences too, because almost everything he puts in his films correlates to an experience. It's not just something that he made up out of thin air. There's always something that corresponds to it that he experienced that inspired him to do it. That's just like he talks about Randall, the real life Randall.
Brian Johnson, Beard Cow, comic book man.
Yeah, the real life Brian Johnson, the Brian Johnson, the man in real life, is Randall, is the inspiration for Randall in Clerks, which I found hilarious. I'll say this: Clerks 3, I can't wait for, because how Kevin's making it, what he's talking about, it's probably going to be his opus, to end his career. I mean, and 20 years
movie career.
to end his movie career, not end everything altogether. No, I hope that's not the case. If he just goes in, if he just pulls a complete and total Salinger and just goes into retirement completely and doesn't do anything else. But I don't think he's like that. He seems like he enjoys the interaction with people and all this.
Last week's SMAtcast confirmed that too. He had an hour and a half with Stan Lee 2 weeks ago, and basically it was Stan was asking him, he was like, well, what are you going to do, True Believer, after you're done the movies? He's like, you can't quit now. He said, Stan, I just enjoy talking to people. He's like, I make money doing that.
Yeah.
So why not do it?
Yeah, because people enjoy hearing him. People enjoy hearing him tell stories. To be honest, if he ran for governor of New Jersey, if I were a New Jersey native, I'd vote for him. But
how much of a balls out move is that to tell Stan Lee that you're going to tell stories?
Yeah.
The man who's told stories. You told a million stories.
Yeah.
He's told the most iconic. I'll be honest, he pretty much wrote the Marvel universe into what it is. I mean, all of his characters that he put in, and all the. I'll be honest.
Well, that's just it. There's no pretty much to it. He did it.
Yeah.
If Stan Lee wasn't alive,
and Kurt and Kirby and all them. I mean,
if Stan Lee wasn't alive to do it, most likely all the new characters that he didn't make or produce would have ended up in the DC world.
Oh, the DC would have. DC's bad.
No, DC's not bad.
No, DC's not bad at all.
And neither is Dark Horse, Dynamite, or any of the ones for that matter.
I love them all. You could ask
ones.
Sean. I have the most randomness collection you could probably come across.
I don't have commitments either. I mean, honestly, I like good stories, and if a comic has a good story, I enjoy it. I mean, honestly, good story and good dialogue. I mean,
Before I forget, I still can't believe the Oz comics are part of Marvel.
Yeah.
What Jesse's talking about, if you didn't know, there is a Wizard of Oz comic book series that were out recently.
Marvelous Land of Oz.
He actually was game enough to score
the first run set of all 8 issues for $12 in mint condition.
At a local flea market, were they bagged and boarded?
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. I like it when people respect comics.
Yeah, they were bagged. Unfortunately, they were all bagged in one bag, but they were still bagged and they had a board in it.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but
you can always separate that.
Well, yeah, but still, the whole set, $12. And the other day, I got online to see. I hate taking things out, especially when they're already bagged.
Right.
I hate taking them out and reading them.
Well, somebody else put those in there. They weren't bought like that.
Yeah, I know they weren't bought like that, but still, it's one of those things. I hate taking them out. If they're bagged, I hate touching them. But I came across the digital copy version of them, and just the digital copy because it's an older set. It's already gone up to $25.
Oh.
So I'm sitting here. I'm like, I got paperback. How much is that?
Well, guys, how are we on time?
We're doing good. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're about there. We're roughly at our stopping point.
Well, we're almost to Interstate 81, which puts us back very well near Bristol. We're not too far out.
Yeah.
So we probably are to somewhat of a stopping point. What were you going to say, Nate?
I was going to say, if you all wanted to do like a little sample of Love Hurts again, I've got 3 more here that are priceless.
Go for it.
We're ready to go with that.
Okay. Here are 3 of them that I just found, and I gotta say, I saw this and I just can't stop smiling. Number 1, if kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard.
landslide brought you down.
Here's one for you. Crap. Something's wrong with my cell phone. Oh, really? What is it? It's just that...
1/2 mile, keep left, 421.
Shut up,
towards
Tam Tam.
Bristol.
We can probably turn her off now.
Oh, crap. Something's wrong with my cell phone. Oh, really? What's that? It's just that
Keep left.
your number's not in it.
That's a little spongy right there.
Oh, well.
Let's get sponge-tastic.
Such your idea.
Okay.
It's all spongy.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be this juicy?
Whoa.
Okay, here's the last one. It's a good thing that I have my library card. Why? Because I'm totally checking you out.
I kind of want to go to the library now and see if there's a cute librarian and try that one.
Almost every librarian I've seen, it's not that attractive.
Oh no, I've came across a couple.
Well, you're from Florida.
No, I'm talking about up here.
Where have you been going to get your books?
Just
Virginia
imagine,
Intermont?
Oh, VI. Well, of course VI, dude. They're college students.
I just imagine Van Halen's Hot for Teacher playing as Jesse walks into the
No.
Oh, can we have somebody stand up with a boombox over the head and have that playing?
Not say anything, Jesse.
What?
We can do that. Let's do that as a short.
Say anything is the John Cusack movie where he puts the boombox over his head. That's where it came from.
Well, then it could be an homage to that. An homage to that. And,
Just
Hot
a
for
double
Teacher.
hit.
Yeah. We also
Give it a
80s.
double tap. I mean, come on, we treat this thing like a zombie.
80s, dude. You can't go wrong with 80s. Retro is in.
It is in most parts, I would guess. So. And notice I did say Van Halen and not Van Hagar.
Yes. It was the last album before Van Hagar was formed. 1984. Hot for Teacher. But anyway, gentlemen, this has been fun. Actually, we didn't introduce ourselves at the beginning, but I think if they're watching this, they may know who we are.
Well,
we
we do
can-
it now.
Okay. Well, for the Great Chaos mobile broadcast, this is,
Sean Duke.
Jesse Jones.
and I'm Nathan Hamilton. And, well, you stay gold.
Stay frosty.
Yes, this is really happening, ladies and gentlemen. This James is taking a slight potty break.
Scenic Route P.
A scenic route. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. And he's gone. And when he returns, he shall be relieved. Dude. Ah. This is too good. I'll admit, if I was in that bad of a predicament, I probably would have done the exact same
Now we gotta
thing.
figure out how to get back on this.
Don't worry. I'll help you. I'll jump out in the middle of traffic and claim to be insane if I have to.
I should put my hazards on.
Yeah, just in case.
I wonder what's up there.
Poison ivy?
Probably.
Imagine if he had poison ivy on his dong.
Cops.
Cop? Where?
No, I mean, that's just what's up there, cops. Here he comes.
Hey!
There comes Jesse back.
He
Yay.
has returned from the
Triumphantly
wilderness.
returned.
The prodigal son has returned from the woods.
He's running.
Running van, running van, running van.
Looks like
Oh!
I totally probably filled up 2 liters.
Feel better?
Oh God, yes.
All right, give him a
And
signal.
before I forget,
We'll see
you
if we
gotta
can get out.
You might want to stop because I just looked.
What?
Yeah.
Traffic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.